All in favor?
Aye.
Procedural issues. The recording of this meeting is being made and shall be kept for 30 days as a public record. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Group board member, would you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, there was no action taken in closed session. Roll call. I am here. Adrian Rendon is here. Robert Vincent is here. Justin Wright is here. Sonny Jeffers is here. And the board member Adrian is here. Need a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion. Second.
Motion with the correction on personnel.
Page 5.
Okay. For the action by?
Right. Second. Right. Second.
Yep. To board member, what do you? Any comments, any advice? Okay. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Bye-bye. Robotics competition update. Kim Schmidt.
Alright guys, that's us.
Hello, I'm Enrique. I am the driver for the team.
My name is Sinestro, and
I'm Cal. I'm one of the technology leads.
Hello, my name is Isam Matinzi. I am the flow technology lead for the programming and the operator during the competition. Sorry, I'm William Hudson. I'm his brother. I'm one of the rookies, and I work in manufacturing with River.
I'm Daniel. I'm also one of the manufacturing rookies, and I also work in business.
I'm Addison. I work with whatever team needs me. So as an update with the competition, we finished the robot quite early the day before, but it was finished. As we got there, we were not able to attend our practice matches due to having to finish our coding. But luckily during our qualification matches, we were able to get our robot up and running. And despite having oncoming issues such as our arm kind of mangling itself and some coding issues, our driver and our operator were able to swerve around it pretty quickly and efficiently. And we were able to turn our robot, which was designed to be fully offense, into defense with a limited amount of time between matches, which is about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Can you talk about some of the issues you kind of
Yeah, with robot, one of the biggest issues that we had to jump over was the battery. It kept on trying to brown out. So randomly we're going across the field and then all of a sudden I would just lose communication and we had to have constant communication back and forth letting me know the status of our battery and making sure that we had enough juice to continue running.
So despite having kind of some issues during the competition, we were able to effectively move around them, and we placed third throughout the whole line. So there's alliances. We placed third throughout the competition and ninth via placement of teams. So overall, third based on our team, and then ninth based on the number of people who went, which is around 53. Which personally, I think is very well for our team, considering that we faced some hardships during the competition. We were able to effectively move around them, and we were also able to kind of expand our sponsorships during the competition, like we were able to get the Jason sponsorship recently. And we updated our branding during the competition to kind of get our team and our school out there more.
And then we are personally inviting you all to ABO, which tell them about ABO.
So ABO or Aerospace Valley Regional is our second competition we're going to be attending in about 2 weeks. For us, it's April 2nd through the 6th, but it'll say more on the pamphlet. It is at Eastside High School in Lancaster, and we'll be competing there on team number 6060, where we wear red and our kind of branded snakes. So it'd be really nice if you guys could come and support us. And we're handing out pamphlets and stickers and pens.
Good luck.
So we know here
Yes. So what, like, 1 to 2 of the days are setup days. And then the rest of the day, so it's, the second is a setup day for us. So that is closed to anyone, anyone wants to watch. Yes, thank you. And then the third to the fifth will be the days that people can come and watch. The third being the practice day. The fourth being the qualification day, and the fifth being qualification and the final day. And it's free to anyone who wants to come in. All you have to do is just walk in and get to see all the pictures.
Youth basketball presentation.
No, I'm not gonna speak or go. Let me introduce, you see my boy didn't come up here. Ken Miller and Mike Gonzalez are my vice presidents. Not here is Terry Goodman, she's our secretary, and our treasurer is Terry Yamara. And then Stephanie is all of us. She does everything, secretary, treasurer, scorekeeper, safety. And then Alvin came on board this year, he's our head referee. We recruited him while I was painting Desert Christian's laptop, and I seen him every weekend keeping score, so I snagged his phone number and recruited him. And Carlton is a new member to us, and we have about 3 other new members that aren't here. And then we go from that little one right there, 5 all the way to 14. We are here to express our deepest gratitude for your continued support of the Rosen Youth Sports Club for the last 32 years. COVID robbed us of 1 year. And to emphasize the importance of our partnership with the district in providing positive recreation opportunities for the youth in our community. Your commitment to providing facilities has been instrumental in the growth of our program. Roseman Youth Sports Club was founded in 1992 with about 18 teams and 120 kids, and we partnered with the base to bring kids out, and then we also partnered later with Cal City, so those kids would have a place to play. But then we got too big and we had to say, sorry, otherwise we'd be here forever on a Saturday. So from there we went to this year of having 30 teams and about 350 players, ranging from 5 to 14. And we have a 5-year-old program where some 4-year-olds play, and then a couple 3-year-olds, and there's about 40 of them that I coach for 2 hours for those 10 weeks. And we provide basketball teams for co-ed, and then we also started, I think, the girls team maybe 10 years ago, where we just put a flyer that said girls on one side and co-ed on the other to get the girls out, so we have a lot of girls. And then to piggyback off that, 3 of those girls that went to state played in our program. We began our journey in a small gym/cafeteria at Tropical Middle School. And if anybody's been in that cafeteria, can you imagine? You didn't have to run very far to get on defense and offense. With increasing demand for our program, we've now utilized both the new Tropical Gym and the Roseman High School Gym for about 10 hours every Saturday during our season. And our season goes, we do signups in December, and we go from the first Saturday after the first of the year to mid-March. As a recreational league, we focus on teaching players the correct fundamentals of the sport while fostering teamwork, discipline, and camaraderie. We really focus on teaching basketball, not winning. So we do have some kids who play in travel ball or whatever, but we still focus on teaching basketball to all of the kids, more than winning the game. And all the kids get the same amount of playing time. And say a kid plays 3/4, like a Saturday, they could not play 3/4 again until the whole team and our scorekeepers keep track of that. Our program operates entirely through the dedication of volunteers, including board members, coaches, referees, scorekeepers, who devote countless hours to ensuring each season runs smoothly. From organizing signups and evaluations to handling logistics and paperwork, and our volunteers work tirelessly behind the scenes to provide the opportunity for our community and children. Additionally, RYSC remains the most affordable sports program in Roseman, ensuring accessibility for families in our community. And we do allow about 5 families who request to play for free. Usually we don't turn anyone away. We only ask that you don't do it every year so somebody else can have it. As our town continues to grow, it is vital that the program like ours receive the necessary support to provide structural, healthy activities for our youth. Your dedication to supporting the youth program has made a lasting difference, and we look forward to continuing this collaboration for many years to come. So we really want, I know it's 32 years and here we are finally saying thank you. But it's important that you guys help us, because when we first started the program, we practiced outside. Well, the youth of today do not know how to do that. No. And we lost light. So having the facility, and then the church has a building, hopefully the new school will have a gym, because with all the homes coming in, I can see us just busting it. But we appreciate you guys, and thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, recognition of Teacher of the Year, Ms. Hargis.
Well, welcome everybody. Each year, all of our school sites get to choose, and it's always a stiff competition. Their Teacher of the Year. So it is a great honor to be able to award those. And so we have our Teachers of the Year, and then we have one District Teacher of the Year. So we will go ahead and we will start with Diane Sinclair. So she's the Teacher of the Year from Roseman Elementary. Thank you. All right, next we're going to bring up West Park, and we have Mr. John Moorfield. Miss Christina Hellman. From Rosemont High Early College campus, we have Lisa Johnson. This is Lisa Johnson. She was not able to join us tonight, but I did want to make sure that we recognize her just the same. And our Southern Kern Unified School District Teacher of the Year is from Tropico Middle School, and that's Mrs. Shauna Timmich. And as Teacher of the Year for the district, Mrs. Timmich will compete at the county level. Thank you. Thank you.
Man, how you doing?
And if I could just take a moment, they do have nice boxes, so I wanted to make sure that everybody got their box. Yeah, I'll take one of them. I'll take one of them.
SKUSD. Even though the robotics team already left, it's been still there, so congratulations on your placement, even though all the minor setbacks.
It's amazing to watch them work. It is amazing to watch them work.
Yeah. Diana, thank you for your presentation as well. Teachers of the Year, thank you for all your dedicated hard work and congratulations. CSE report. Last week we had 8 of our parent educators attend a CSEA parent educator conference. I believe we have at least one from each site. I didn't get a lot of information. I heard it was good, educational, informal. So we do have a chapter meeting next week. So hopefully we'll have more information that I can share with Superintendent Haynes with our labor meeting later that week. Other than that, not much. Got negotiations starting on Friday. Looking forward to that. And that is it.
Thank you. RTA.
Well said. It was reminding me that last meeting, we had a lot of people, also 5, I think, or 6, so tonight, it's very nice to see everybody up front tonight, but, no, it is nice to see everybody. It was nice, demonstration, to hear from robotics, as well as, all the teachers of the year, and, Connor would be very happy for Mr. Warfield and Ms. Timmich. I speak very highly of the two of them, Connor back, and speak very highly of. So congratulations to all the teachers of the year. We're excited at RTA. We're going to be starting negotiations, well, not for a month, due to some conflicts, but we finally got our sunshine proposal in. That was quite the task, so I can really imagine what the actual negotiations are, but that should be easy, I'm sure, very easy. We'll knock it out. We probably won't even need 2 days. We'll just get it done. But no, it'll be fun. To see the process and everything like that. But no, everything else It's going from, it's been really good working directly with the district office and myself. We're doing great. So, thank you. I know we have great. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Student board member, Adrian.
Good evening, everybody. Everybody had a great day. I know I did. Today was payday at work. Yeah. Well, besides that, let me get started on my board report for the school sites in our district. All right. So first, starting off with West Park. Then we first like to note that their PTA fundraiser is open until March 31st, and fundraising packets were sent home at the beginning of this week. And West Park appreciates all the support that its families and community have put into this fundraising, and just notes that the contributions of money to this fundraising is going to help run special events for West Park further along the beach. And now West Park would like to also announce that their first session of the Lego Club is coming to an end this Friday, March 21st, and that notices will be sent home tomorrow for students selected for the second session, which will run from March 28th to May 30th. So keep an eye out for that to see if you're in the second session. And then also West Park states that it has been incredible to see students' creativity and teamwork throughout these Lego sessions. I bet it's pretty. And then also this Friday, March 21st, will mark the end of West Park's third quarter grades. So report cards will be sent home the following Friday on March 28th, so you can look up for that. And also, they'd like to show a few words of encouragement and state that they're proud of the students' hard work and look forward to a great fourth quarter. And then also regarding the second semester of West Park Elementary, second semester student trips on the way, and West Park would like to know that the following criteria as follows. There's a 95% attendance rate, no office referrals, and tutor bears in both the third and fourth quarter report cards to be eligible for these second semester student trips. And then lastly, West Park would like to finish the board report with more words of encouragement, stating that they are celebrated, or they are excited to celebrate the students' achievements and encourage everyone to finish the year strong. It's March, the year's almost over, so just finish strong, and they are thankful for everybody's support of West Park Elementary. So that's all for West Park. And then now for Rosemont has just sent me a list of like dates and events on those dates. So I'm gonna just fly by and let you guys know what's going on in Rosemont Elementary. So on March 18th and 19th, Rosemont will have field trips to the Borax Center and the 2019 Museum for the second graders, and also on March 20th, Rosemont will have an oral language festival at the county level. And the following day, Rosemont will have their second Lego Club session, which will be held only on Fridays following that. So it's in the March. West Park is going to be having the second Lego Club session. Then, also, the following Tuesday, on the 25th of March, one half of Rosemont Kindergarten will be going to the Cube for a field trip, and the other half will be going on April 1st. So that's for the Cube for field trip, and then the following Wednesday, on the 26th of March, the Rosemont staff will be having their PCL training, and the day after, Rosemont Elementary will be having spring break pictures, so that's something to look forward to. Make sure you guys smile for that day for students for participating in the spring picture day.
Thank you.
And also the following Friday, the 28th of March, will be a busy month for Rosemont because a lot of events are happening that day. First, Rosemont ASP will start to sell their Bunny Grams fundraiser. And additionally, this is the last Friday of the month, so Rosemont will be celebrating March birthdays on that day as well. And then also in audiology will be at Rosemont doing hearing tests on some of their students that day. And lastly, TK and kindergarten will be going on their first tribute trip to the see Paddington and Drew with snacks provided for the kids. And then last but not least, on March 31st, the last Sunday of March, Rosemont will celebrate the third quarter. So that's all for Rosemont. And now for Tropical. Tropical would like to note that the boys and girls soccer season has just finished, and they made playoffs with the boys having a record of 2-2, and the girls having a record of 2-5-1. The last one, like, goes win, like loss and draw. So that are the records for the boys and girls soccer team. Then also, I'm pretty sure today's the first day of spring, right?
Mañana.
Tomorrow. So in Tropical, to start off the spring's first day, which is tomorrow, they look forward to their track and field, which practice has started for that. And they're looking forward to a great season. And then also, Tropical would like to announce that last Friday, their Ivy students had a good trip to Magic Mountain, and it was amazing, and they had a blast too. Oh, and one more thing, they would like to announce and congratulate the staff members of this year. The first we have to classify staff, Mrs. Ayers, did we get it right or no? Ayers, sorry about that. And the certificated staff, Mrs. Timish. So congratulations to you guys. And now for Rosemont High, or my school. We have won the Best Attendance Award for March, so congratulations, Mr. B, for that. As well. All right, and we're having the school white tree, which will be announced soon. Sorry, I didn't realize. I just realized. All right, and next, as you guys may know that our girls basketball team made it to state finals in Sacramento. Sadly, they lost, but this season was a wonderful season for them. They won CIF, they won and the regionals, and they made it all the way to state. And then for the youth basketball team, this is something that should inspire you guys to continue on going to that youth high school and try to do that and more and win state finals. So I just want to say congratulations to our girls basketball team for making it that far. I know at school everybody was cheering them on and watching the game, and I really hope they won, but the fact that they made it that far is amazing, and I'd like to congratulate Mr. Armstrong and the girls soccer team, or not soccer team, basketball team for their hard work, because right after last season, they only had a few weeks of break and still started to train. Like, it was a few weeks of break and started to train in April after the last basketball season. So that's your dedication to the grind. And now, in regards to drama, drama students, as you guys might or might not know, were able to perform Dr. Seuss stories at West Park of Rosemont Elementary. And we hope that they enjoyed our advanced drama students giving the performance of Dr. Seuss. And also, I would like to personally congratulate a fellow RHS student, Leonardo Vasquez, for being awarded a $94,000 scholarship from Embry-Riddle University, which he plans to pursue at aerospace engineering degree. And also, for any RHS students listening, if you're looking for a job, you're in luck, because current county parks and the recreational center is looking to hire Rosemont High students as lifeguards at the Rosemont pool. So if you want more information, just see Mr. Armin and give you more information, but you're looking for a center job. And then also regarding robotics, you guys may know that they competed at the Ventura County Regional and that they placed 40th in that tournament, and then that a second ranked team choose their squad to help them out and assist them in the tournament, and they took second place. And then I would also like to note that they will have another tournament at Eastside High School from April 2nd to 5th, as they stated. So if you guys want to come support them. And then also, we got Quebec Force, which they have been conducting first aid and CPR training. And then that their CERT teams had some great training with advanced drama who portrays simulated difference. So they both work together for their training. And then also that, next week they will conduct their fire safety training as well as the flag retirement ceremony. with SKUSD. And now lastly, regarding Cadet Corps, I'd like to congratulate former Cadet Melvin Foster for completing her Army basic training and is on the way to becoming a helicopter pilot. And just lastly, regarding the college and stuff, I want to say that since that currently it's college season and I heard back from a few colleges and got accepted to them. So as of right now, I got accepted to UC Davis, UC San Diego, UC Merced, Riverside, San Jose State. I'm still waiting on UCLA, UC Berkeley.
Where do you want to go? He said Berkeley.
Yeah, and I'm waiting to hear back from Stanford too. Yeah, so we'll see where I go, but whatever happens, just know that rejection is CRA. And that's all from me.
Thank you. CDO. Robert.
Alrighty, well, between lunch coordinating and tonight, this has been slightly less exciting for me. We have auditors out, so, you know, it's not nearly as fun-filled as all the activities happening on campuses and, you know, writing about getting into colleges, you know. But, I just want to say thank you to all the folks in my department that, you know, pull together when the auditors come out, and thank you to all the folks at the site that, you know, at the school sites that, you know, get visited by the auditors to, you know, see how the ASBs are doing and everything else. You know, thank you in making everything as painless as possible. You know, it's, you know, thankfully not a painful process when they're out, but it's, you know, also mildly stressful to be like, okay, cool. We have folks going through everything, then let's make sure that, you know, all of our ducks are in a row. So, you know, it's making sure that, you know, everything's good. Looking forward to starting negotiations with CSBA this week so that we can, you know, get through all of that and hopefully, you know, thinking like a session and a half we're done. Okay, is that sure? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm gonna be optimistic. Second interim is on the agenda for tonight, and then I want to thank Graham Beck, who is here tonight from our bond council to speak about item C in the general portion of the agenda, just because it's definitely more to their expertise than mine. So I just want to thank him for coming out to give you guys more info and hopefully not have me get confused and then, you know, have you guys wondering why I'm here. So, that is it for me.
Thank you, Robert. Assistant Superintendent of Instruction and Curriculum, Dr. Mendez.
Good evening, everyone that joins us in person, also online. Congratulations to the robotics team, as well as the girls, Roseman High girls basketball, and also to the Teachers of the Year for being recognized. Congratulations to everyone. I want to comment on a couple of professional development opportunities. We had Thinking Maps this past Saturday, March 15th. About 35 teachers participated in Thinking Maps. And that was the last session of the series that was being offered. The next time, day one will be offered, day one training will be offered in the summer as usual, so we'll coordinate that with the facilitator, with Mandy Fisher, who helped us with the different series of Thinking Maps. Next week, we're going to have Dr. Fisher on Tuesday online in terms of like teacher clarity, so we'll be providing some professional development. On Wednesday, Dr. Wetzel will continue to work along with the fourth grade team, and then Ken O'Connor, the SKUSD grading committee on Thursday, with Ken O'Connor online as well. That's recorded at 6:30, and just continue. continue the work that's been occurring with the SKUSD grading committee. So we'll be meeting with them next Thursday, March 27th. We continue to review our orders for next school year. We're looking at the numbers in terms of our curriculum orders and our books. And then we're also preparing for summer school. Looking the same thing at our numbers and ordering materials that we'll need, replenishing materials for summer school. Had a chance to attend a foster youth and McKinney meeting, liaison meeting at KCSOS today. And then I had a chance to participate in the California Collaborative for Educational Excellence and obtain information in regards to professional learning communities and different systems that are being utilized in other districts as well in regards to PLCs. So that concludes my report. Are there any questions? Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Menace.
None, you.
Assistant Superintendent of Special Education and Pupil Personnel.
Hello, everybody. I also want to congratulate everyone. The robotics competition, obviously it shows what great teamwork they do to still overcome having those difficulties during the competition and still taking such a high place. It's quite amazing, so congratulations for that. Youth basketball, also congratulations and thank you to you, because I know that Diane is very devoted when she takes something on. So we appreciate that you do this for the community and the youth in the community, and all the teachers. I want to recognize all the teachers because they're all amazing, but specifically tonight for the Teachers of the Year, because they worked really hard for everybody to see that and acknowledge how hard they worked to get this acknowledgement. And then for my department, we have been working on planning Hope Week. Which is a mental health and overall wellness program. And so we have Hope Week scheduled March 31st through April 4th. And that will include different dress-up days as well as daily activities during lunch for all the kids to participate in. And it will be on every campus. And we will also have scan codes for them to go into to fill out nominations for Hope Squad students for next year. So we got a lot coming up we're very excited about. So that is it for me.
Thank you. Associate Superintendent of Human Resource, Deanne.
Good evening, everyone. Excuse me. Congratulations to all our Teachers of the Year and our robotics team and our basketball and girls basketball. That is amazing that they're able to do that and go, as far as they have for the last few years. Their hard work has really paid off and they should really be proud of themselves. This week, we have been posting our 25-26 openings. Very happy to say that there are a lot fewer openings this year from last year. And we are looking to fill all of our open positions with highly qualified candidates. And that is it.
Thank you. Superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. Okay, I want to say good evening to everyone here. We've lost a few since we started, and also to our parents and community members joining us from home. Kim, I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking on the robotics. That's a lot of work, and it's working with a group of really detail-oriented students. They are great kids, and thank you for that. And I wish them the very best as they continue to compete this year. To our Teachers of the Years, all I can say is 5 incredible people. The competition was really intense this year, and I just want to say congratulations to all of them. Our girls basketball team, although we lost at state, I was kind of nervous. I was very nervous, to say the least, but I can't tell you, I don't think, I was talking to our athletic director, Mr. Johnson, after the game, and we both came to the conclusion that our girls at that moment really didn't have an idea of what an accomplishment even though they lost by 6 points the state final game, to make it from all the way CIF. I was teasing him. I said, I think they have a better chance of a three-peat than the Chiefs, really, because they won CIF 2 years in a row, and there's only one senior on that team. And so I just want to say to Coach Armstrong and his team and all of the girls who played, wow, I couldn't be more proud of a group of young ladies, and I was so happy to see them at the steps of the Capitol building, and they were actually singing a little bit of Sacramento when they were up there prior to the game. So that was awesome. And I want to say to CSEA, Friday it is. Jeremy, I'm excited if you are, and I'm doing lunch. So hey, you can do lunch next time. And Mr. Shevlin, we're going to get there. Hopefully, we can still be in 2025. No, we're going to get there. No panic. I don't want to panic you. So I look forward to sitting across the table from both of the associations, and it's always interesting and somewhat fun, believe it or not. So, Diane, thank you for saying thank you to us. You know, we're limited in our facilities, but we're so glad that what we have that you're able to use and bring such an amazing program to the youth in Southern Kerr. I'm very happy. Thank you for that. So I think that's for me. I will be presenting the February, Adrian, not March, attendance awards. So yeah, let me get on to that real quick. So I want to say February was obviously not a good month. Yeah, a little disappointed. I don't know what we need to do, but we need to really, talk to our students about the importance of being in school every day and on time. So, best elementary attendance. Let's see, who do I have here tonight? All right, Mr. Holmes, I'll give it to you since you're here. Come on up. West Park Elementary. Are you surprised? I'm surprised. All right. You're welcome. Okay. Now, best secondary is always fun because this battle is like, I don't know, kind of interesting. Very interesting, I will have to say. The winner for the month of February, Roseman High.
That's a real question. I don't know.
But this is February. Congratulations. And the most improved, and I'm really excited about this one tonight because, believe it or not, the only school that's attendance did not dive a little bit in the month of February, Rare Earth. Shockaroo.
It actually is. Thank you. We're working on it. You can thank Marissa for all the phone calls.
Thank you.
Okay. Board communication.
I figured you'd start with me. Okay, congratulations to all the teachers in the year. We have a lot of great teachers out there, great staff of all teachers in on our classified. Congratulations to teams. I know robotics, I remember when I kept pushing Dave Rachek to come here, because I've known Dave for a long time. Is he still with us? Okay. Dave Rachek is the NASA guy that's out there trying to get us. He's always bugging me about, well, we need a big pad over here. We need this, we need that. It doesn't fall on deaf ears, except it falls on deaf ears for me, but we'll leave that one alone. But eventually we'll get there, I promise. And Justin Armstrong, I've attended a lot of the basketball games. I do like, the basketball and so forth, and really watching the girls and watching them grow and grow and grow. And I'm going to hit up on something in a minute because I'm going to also pick on Diane for a minute, and all our sports programs are getting better and better. As I said, Diane, I'm going to pick on you. I've known you as long as I've been in town, and I came here in 1990. And we've coached against each other, we've umpired, we've done everything possible. One of the things about youth programs, they are feeders to our high school programs and junior high, because actually, junior high. You got one alumni from your program that's actually playing varsity basketball in Japan. I don't know if you knew that. Okay, you know who that is. Ilya. So I'll pick on her about that one too. But thank you, because I remember when you started the program, I know you were there, I was there, part of it, helping out a little bit, but not as much as my son Jay, that's why she's in Japan. And of course, the person on your right is a gentleman that I've known for a pretty long time. We have refereed together on, I'm surprised he's refereeing because he keeps complaining about how sore his knees are. That's what got me. I got a knee replacement, so I can't do it anymore. But, but thank you, because you do put a lot of effort in working with kids. And a lot of fun. And the same thing with the rest of the folks here. Without the volunteers, it does not work. And Diane, I don't know how you do it, but thank you.
I have a big group of people. I don't do it by myself.
I know you don't.
I recruit. I'm a good recruiter.
Okay, then basically that's all.
Yes, me. Hi. Thank you guys all for being here. Congratulations to all the teachers of the year. Is Miss Pinch still here?
No,
I think she's gonna take it home, guys. I think we're gonna win it again. That'll be a three-fer, right?
That would be three-peat.
Yes, a three-peat. That's what it's called. That's what it's called, a three-peat. I wanted to say that my youngest is in the Lego club at West Park, and she really enjoys it. And I feel like it feeds into robotics, because we ask her, what are you doing? Where are the Legos? She's like, we're working on computers and doing this and doing that. So I figure it kind of goes hand in hand, right? Eventually, that's the goal.
First doesn't have a robot or a Lego club.
Okay, awesome. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. What are you guys growing? On your campuses, at your houses? Weeds. Grow something productive. Grow anything. You can grow anything.
The chicks in my class just hatched.
Nice.
No, chicks in your class. We have chicks in the class and they just hatched yesterday.
Oh my gosh, spring babies. I love it. That's fun. But I do want to see campuses growing. Things Mr. Holmes is looking away from me. It's like, boxes on your campus too. But come on, guys, it's time. Ground soft, stick some holes, bury some trees, whatever we need to do. Other than that, congratulations, Adrian. I hope you go somewhere fabulous, learn some things, do some things, become some things. You know what I mean? So that's all I have. Sorry. Thanks.
Just a quick thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Congratulations to the teachers, basketball. Thank you for doing what you're doing as well for the community. Mrs. Schmidt, keep up the hard work. I know it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time over the weekend as well too. But I know the kids are really good and they're really good. So thank you. They make me proud. Okay, I think that's it.
So last week I had the opportunity to go to Riverside and watch the girls play and win. It was pretty awesome. unfortunately, we did lose the state, but we still champions on South, so
That's right.
happy with that. I will say the sportsmanship has been pretty awesome. Just to watch the girls do that, and then also our robotics team, even though we don't take first or second, coming in third with joint venture is pretty amazing. So let's keep up that. And then that's it for me right now.
I would just like to thank Ms. Smith for the work that you do with the robotics team. I know it takes a lot of time, but thank you, and all of your whole robotics team. Tell them that we really appreciate what they do with their hard work and dedication, and being able to go through the struggles
It's
and get there at the
problem-solving
end.
skills.
Exactly. That's awesome. Teacher of the Years, of course, you know, that's what we all strive for here. And thank them on each one of the campuses. Let them know that we really appreciate them. The award's one thing, but acknowledge that they do a great job. That's the big thing, because they do. Diane, you and the youth program, thank you. We are very selfish because you're feeding our programs. So, thanks to all you guys that volunteer. You guys do a great job, even though sometimes the parents get a little out of hand. And in youth programs, the parents are the worst. High school and junior high ball is so different. It's better, it's easier to control the parents. You get the little guys going, and the parents are like,
We have a motto, if you don't have nothing nice to say, you shouldn't say anything, but we do offer a lot of grace before we get to where we have to do something.
yeah, it's
And I'll tell you, it's usually not a road mechanic. It's usually a parent from out of town.
we actually saw that at one of our CIF games. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Anyways, the girls basketball team, they were amazing. I came to every single home game that they played with, and I was just in awe. Watching them play, the speed that they play at, and the discipline that they have compared to the boys. I'm sorry, the boys. I think the girls have played more disciplined ball than the boys did this year. And I watch college girls basketball because my girls all play ball, and two of them actually went on to college to play ball. So, I'm just a fan. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Now, subcommittee meetings. Anybody have anything on the subcommittees?
We had a discipline meeting today, so we're just working on that, and hopefully you'll be seeing something soon on the agenda.
On the building side, everything's just going right along. A few hiccups here and there, but nothing that can't be overcome. We're still hoping to get the cafeteria open April. I'm hoping.
We're hoping maybe ribbon cutting April 25th, but
We're not sure. We're
not 100%.
got
I'll
some-
confirm that in the next few days.
And in case anybody hasn't driven by and just seen the cafeteria from the outside, the place is gorgeous.
And you're on that too. Oh. I saw it, like driving by.
No, I'm just.
Oh.
We're not there
It's a
yet. It's not
secret.
finished. The inside of it is just, it's gorgeous. There's still got a few more things to finish up in there, but and then the layout for the outdoor dining, lunching, or whatever you want to call it, is really nice. We got the tables set out there for the, under the awning. And then we have a little garden that's getting put in with, all the tables outside in the garden.
We're gonna plant some kale?
Kale,
Yeah.
you can plant whatever you want over there. That dirt is hard as a rock.
We gotta get some wood chips. They're bringing some wood chips to
They
market.
are putting it in.
Good wood chips. Or the decorative ones. We'll talk about it.
I'm not a big fan of wood chips, other than unless you can bury them with the soil.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I guess we can continue on. Do we have any comments on the public?
Yes, we have one.
Okay, members of the public may address the board on any item within the jurisdiction of the board by submitting a presentation request to the secretary or by email. Members of the public are strongly urged not to mention personnel by name and are reminded that if they do mention personnel by name, they are not immune to legal action. Each member, my God, I just lost my place. The board may limit each speaker for 3 minutes with a total of 20 minutes per topic. Victor Ward.
So good evening, board and superintendent. My company has created a video yearbook, which allows students and teachers and administrators to upload their own videos, pictures, and music. And it basically takes the thought of a picture is worth 1,000 words to a 1-minute video is worth about 2,000 pictures. And so, usually your yearbook staff and your students work really hard, and they're trying to create a product, a yearbook in the year 2025, but they're kind of using tools from 1925. And so I brought a few things that remind me of, a few relics. One is the transistor radio. I used to listen to all my Laker games, and I'm from the Bay Area now, but still a Dodger fan. Not so much Laker fan, I hate to say it. But nevertheless, I used to listen to all my games on the transistor radio. You all probably remember the Polaroid camera. Now, this is a really old Polaroid camera. I don't even think the picture came out, but you remember those Polaroid cameras? What were you saying?
Yeah, let go of your hand.
No, like I said, this one is super old. Oh, right here, there you go, you're right. Yeah, this one, I had eBay. And of course, the relic of relics, we all remember the rotary phone. So,
I still have one. So.
So these all, they're old, but, we have something that's newer and better. And this is not to get rid of the traditional yearbook. Those are great, but there are things that we should improve on. And sometimes the traditional yearbook needs a little bit of help. About 30 years ago, I was a long-term sub in the Oakland Unified School District. I had a 5th grade classroom, and it's graduation. And all the kids are singing, "I Believe I Can Fly." It was a great time. People are crying, I'm crying. But if you think about it, there's never been a graduation photo in the traditional yearbook. Today we've heard about the girls basketball. We heard about, of course, robotics. And they did a great page in the yearbook, but I would love to see a video of the girls' team, especially when they beat Riverside. For different reasons, I'm really happy about that. Anyway, so we'd love to see that. I would love to see the robot. I like watching those battles. They're awesome. And again, not to get rid of the traditional yearbook, but this is a way to really honor those things that need to be honored beyond just a page. And last thing I'll say is this works for Prop 28. And Prop 28 only gives you one digital video. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.
Did you have, was it a much longer than you had?
No, I was just gonna say that you could sell the yearbook and that acts as a fundraiser, so you can have a little bit of, it's not gonna be millions of dollars, but it'll be a little bit of spending change to, cover some costs. So,
Now, would that be like then download it on stick or what?
it would be, an app also available just online, so just, the internet, or a laptop. But it will be an app that you would download and you can get, your videos and, so yeah.
That's if the internet doesn't crash.
Well, you get downloaded onto your phone, so then you don't have to worry about getting sort of streaming. It'll be on your phone.
Phone crash.
I have better than
so many.
It doesn't have to be on your phone, you could actually put it on a stick, you could download it and then put it on a stick if you wanted to on a.
Oh, you don't get it wet.
Mr. Ward, you're correct on that. One of the things that I did during my reunions, and I got a 60th coming up this year, we did a videotape of all, I put all those on a CD. We sold them actually for $10 a CD, and that's what's our seed money for the reunion this year. So I know what you're talking about. Just, I beat you to it a long time ago.
No, I'm sorry, what was the name of your company? It's called Cruise Media, but this, we call this Real Time, the yearbook.
Real time yearbook.
And I have flyers I'll pass out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Consent items. Does anybody have any questions on A through F?
I have a question on item F. So, it's on page 53 in our agenda. And so it says, the agreement allows SKUSD CTE teachers to complete required pathway coursework through San Diego County Superintendent Schools. So what pathway will they be working for? Like what coursework or what pathway is the coursework?
Depends on the CTE pathway that they teach.
Okay, so it's just like an open portal for pathways that need to be taught, or are we bringing in teachers? I'm just confused.
Most of the teachers already have a CTE credential, but those who might be in need of the credential that have other certificates or have other degrees, we can put them through this program for that specific pathway.
For our teachers,
Yes.
So say you have the automotive pathway that you got your credential in, and you wanted to do welding. You can sign up through the program and go through it and then get your medal for the other one.
Okay. And I see this is good to 2027, so it's just like whoever needs it, it'll take what, a year or a couple months, or depending on how much work they put into getting this pathway done.
Yes, they have so many years to complete the pathway. I believe right at the current moment, we have one person in the pathway, and Leanne, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's our teacher in the medical program is completing her CTE.
We have two.
We have two, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Appreciate you guys.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that was my question, so no, that does answer that for me, so real further question.
Thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
It's student board member.
I just also have a question on it. I just wanted to wonder why San Diego County, like, was there other counties that offered CTE pathways, or was like, what was the reason for San Diego County? That was
Yeah, there's not a lot, and so San Diego County is probably the biggest of the CTE programs, so that is the one that most of ours have gone through.
Yeah.
So that's why we choose
Yeah, all right. Yeah, besides that,
I believe, Ms. Hargis, again, correct me if I'm wrong, they complete the work through University of San Diego, USD.
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Student personal devices policy. No. Everybody got a copy of it. and are reviewing it. Anybody who has any questions on the policy, feel free to throw your questions on it, and we will, because this is just an informational item. And we all got the updated sheet.
Yes.
We will be bringing it back at the next board meeting. So if you have any questions or any suggestions, turn them into Alma, and we will add those to them, and then we can put it in the policy and bring it forth at the next meeting again. Okay, approve Southern Current Unified School District Transportation Plan. Mr. Irving.
Alright, this is an annual requirement, that started a couple of years ago when the state started to reimburse for home to school transportation. So the first year required, districts to meet with, East Kern, for us, East Kern, and pollution control and other stakeholders. That was the first year. Now it's just an annual update. So the only thing that has changed is an update of, okay, what were our home to school expenses for last fiscal year. Everything else is the same as prior years. The plan is listing of the board policies and administrative regulations related to transportation as they stand currently, and then related rules and laws related to transportation, such as, requirements for homeless and foster, things like that. So, and there's nothing substantial that's changed from this year or from last year or anything like that.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve that plan?
Motion.
Second. Motion by Heffern, seconded by Wright. Student? No thoughts? Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. 5 ayes, pass. Approve resolution 24-25-13 of the Board of Trustees of Southern Current Unified School District, authorizing the insurance and sale of 2020-24 election general obligation bond 2025 Series A in the aggregate principal amount not to exceed $28 million, and approving other matters relating to the said bond. Mr. Irving.
Alrighty, so for this one, I'm gonna turn it over to Mr. Graham Beck from Nixon Peabody. Nixon Peabody is the district's bond counsel, when it comes to the upcoming sale of Measure H bond that passed in November. So we'll let you take it away, sir.
Thank you, Robert. Members of the board, thank you very much. Superintendent Gaines. Yes, I'm here to briefly discuss the resolution, the documents that it approves, and take questions. The resolution itself, as Robert said, will approve the first series of bonds under the new Measure H. It contains the provisions relating to the payment of the bonds, of principal and interest. It contains a pledge to the investors that the tax money will be used purely for the bonds, to repay the bonds. And it contains the deposit of funds into the building fund held at the county after the bonds are sold. It also approves the form of 2 documents. First is the preliminary official statement. This is the disclosure document. This is mailed out to the investors or potential investors so that they have the relevant information on the district, on the tax base, on the state laws that govern the sale of bonds, so that they can make their investment decision. The other agreement that it approves in form is the bond purchase contract. This is where the district would sell the bonds to its underwriter, here R.W. Baird. They would act as the intermediary that sells the bonds to the ultimate investors. This is sort of the main step to make the decision as to go forward with it. If you choose to approve it, we would continue on top of the rating agencies. We would release the preliminary official statement to investors, proceed with the sale of the bonds, and typically about 2 weeks after the sale is when the bond proceeds would actually be deposited with the county and available for use. So I tend to keep it short because they're long documents and they're not that exciting, but I'm certainly here for questions. Anyone have any questions?
They don't.
No.
Show me the money.
Or
just the money.
As a point of order, if you could do a roll call vote for this.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, first off, I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Vince Lit,
Second.
seconded by Wright. All those in favor? Aye.
Roll call.
Bob?
Roll.
Mario? Aye.
Aye.
Bob?
Sunny, aye. Adrian,
Justin, aye.
aye there.
There you go.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
5 ayes.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. They did that. RTA Sunshine proposal for US. I know, SKUSD dated March 13th, 2025, and for 2024-2025, proposal of the Roseland Teachers Association to the Southern Current Unified School District, public employees for the 2024-2025 collective bargaining negotiation. We will now recess for any public comments.
So moved.
Have a second that?
Yes.
I'll second that.
Second that, all in favor?
Aye.
8:21.
Okay, anybody have any questions? Any answers?
That's my.
Mr. President, may I just tell the board members that if you want to look at that proposal from RTA, it's on page 127. There are several
items.
articles there that we will be discussing next month when we begin the negotiations.
So they're just saying that those changes to these particular articles.
Get to the okay.
What's the purpose of that?
What's that?
I'm just curious, like, so what's the, like, why does it have to be open to the public? I'm just curious.
Any contracting that is done between two negotiating parties, it has to be sunshine to the public.
I was just curious though, because like, they don't know what's in sunshine, right?
That's,
You know. Right, no, that's why I'm just curious.
yeah,
But in theory, we have to,
by
that's
law,
what
we
they
have
have questions.
to allow the public to,
But if they want to ask questions.
yes, and this is just letting them know that it's available. If they want to look up the contract, go over the articles. Yeah, no, I'm just giving you the heads up.
No, that's what, yeah, that's what I was curious. I was like,
The article, I'm sorry, Mr. President, the article gives anybody who should
Well,
choose to
right,
read
right,
it,
right.
a brief synopsis of what we will be discussing, you know,
Yeah.
so.
And then we discuss.
And then we do the same thing in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if nobody has any questions, I will make a motion to go back to our regular board meeting.
Second.
Seconded by Hipper, all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes, time is
8:24.
something we'll be.
Oh, and, we have to recess because the public is to be in our meeting, but they cannot comment unless we're in recess.
Right.
Yeah. That's so everybody else knows. Okay, approve of awarding contract to Medallion, Contracting, Inc. for Southern Curry Unified School District Tropical Middle School Landscaping, Drainage, Parking Lot Upgrade Project, in the amount of $1,118,683. That's too big to say.
You got it, you did it.
The bids were open on, Thursday, February the 27th, 2025 at 2:00. Two contractors or general contractors submitted sealed bids. Medallion, Contracting, Inc. Submitted the lowest bid for the project. The following are the results of the bid opening. And the other one was Coast Construction Corp Group out of Lancaster for $1,261,866. And Mr. Irving, if you got any more info.
All right, so, as hopefully most of you are aware, the scope of this, was changed as part of the offset. Sorry, I'm gonna talk. That goes well with my second interim presentation. Anyways, at the end of the day, the project, or the parking lot part of upgrade of it won't be happening as part of this scope, mostly due to time constraints of trying to be able to get as much of this done during the summer, which can't happen if the parking lot's inaccessible. But, the main scope of this work will be the quad area from the administrative office down towards the south end of the campus, as well as connecting, the drainage for rain and other water to the retention basin on the south end of the campus. So there will be the significant amount of shrinking that needs to happen off campus down towards that south corner of the Tropico and Roseland Boulevard. And yeah, we had two contractors that bid on the project, and Medallion was the lowest bidder.
Then what brought this into effect is we've been having a real issue every time it rains of having 6 inches of water sitting between the two old section of the quad area by the bathrooms that would just sit there. And the kids are all splashing through it and for years. And we've been needing to get rid of that. And the trees were getting so big in the middle that they were actually lifting up everything. So one of the things was we got to get rid of the trees. We've already got rid of a bunch of them on the top side. I think we still have to do the ones on the bottom, right? And replace the trees because they're pushing up the dirt so high that it's causing flooding in the classrooms. So we have to. Oh yeah, we're doing. Yeah, it's smaller, of course. The trees, the roots are about that high outside of the landscaping. And there was a whole bunch of wisteria. Is that what that stuff was that they put on the end that went everywhere? And it was making such a mess of the classrooms because it was starting to trying to get into the walls. So all that, we cut a bunch of that out of there. So and now we got bare pieces, planters that you can go use.
Now we're gonna start putting seeds everywhere.
Yes.
Surprise.
Anyway, that's what brought on the project.
And since we gotta do it all anyways, why don't we make it pretty and make it nice?
Are you gonna put grass again, or? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it will be different than what's on the playfield.
yes. It's probably gonna be RDA turf, I think.
None of us are happy with that,
With the grass?
with the grass out there.
Mr. President, I just wanna give Dr. Keys, I just wanna say, Dr. Keys, I need to have a conversation with you because some of those classrooms on the older section down there will have to be moved. The teachers and
Whatever storage.
There's a few of them during this time,
Yes.
just because of this. Thank you. We'll talk about that tomorrow or Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, cause, after everything we had to go through to get the bids done, the DSA approval and all that stuff, it kind of cut into the time that we need to get it done. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve this.
Motion.
Second. Right, and Vincent? Adrian,
Just, he does just, wait, have we used medallion before to make?
Yes.
Yes.
They're the ones doing the cafeteria.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. Yeah, just like that.
All in favor?
Aye.
5 ayes. Approve change in contract with Coast Construction Group, order number 001 for the after-school program at Roseland Elementary School, the old campus, for a total of $27,076, or 76 cents, sorry. What is it? Yeah.
So what's the change?
Robert?
Alrighty, so this is a change order, most of, the cost of this is unforeseen, from, DSA, there we go. Coming through and, the joy of modernizing a classroom buildings from the late 50s, early 60s is prior work that was done and then covered up, and then, as walls come down and framing gets looked at, some structural deficits that, don't necessarily meet code in 2025. So there's about $12,000 the change order is that is to address those unforeseens, with, some demolition and then repair of, that. The other significant portion of it is a addition requested by the district of a forward access panel for the high-low drinking fountain that's being installed over there, so that the access panel will be in an area where less acceptable to freezing. So in the if you're in the corridor that would go up to the old main office, one of the old closet areas, putting in a false wall basically on the backside of the drinking fountain to then house the plumbing for that instead of being more exposed into the elements. And then inspection of sewer lines is about $4,000 of it, because again, that side of the campus is fairly old and has not, had any major work done in a while.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, so it's,
I can't just older Italian. That's it.
You staying at home?
Not at all.
I make a motion to accept.
Second.
And right.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bruce Southern Current Unified School District cabling upgrade, internal connection E-rate funding, year 2025-26 E-rate, year 28 for 470, estimate number 12339. RFP 2025-01, board approval on Wednesday, February 5th, 2025.
This is our main E-rate project for the year. It's replacing 34 fiber optic network cables. These are the cables that we tested all of our fiber optic cables. These are the cables that didn't pass the test. Our cables need to be 10 gigabit. Most of these cables were less than 10 gigabit. Some of them were damaged, so we're replacing them. This is through E-rate. E-rate pays 85%. We submitted an RFP. We received 6 bids. We went with the lowest bidder, Advanced Communication, who are charging us $117,000.
Is this on all our campuses?
Yeah, a total of 34 fiber optic cables failed their cable test throughout the district.
Okay.
How many fiber cables do we have? Like medium.
I would estimate approximately 100.
Okay. I wasn't sure, but it was close.
This is going for like 2 strands and like 12 strands, I think, something like that, right?
Yeah, we're going to 12. We're standardizing on 12 strands.
Okay.
Okay. Motion by Ms. Select, seconded by?
Second.
Seconded by Ray. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I forget to ask. Stu, what do you think?
I agree. I have a question, Joe, but
Yeah, go ahead.
are fiber optic cables like connected like in the ocean or?
No. They might be, but these are not.
Alright.
We don't have any ocean nearby.
I was gonna say, if we got an ocean, we're in trouble.
Don't listen to
They're in the ocean.
Oh, now the fun part. Mr. Irving. Make our life interesting.
Alrighty, time for everybody's favorite part of a board meeting, an interim presentation. There we go. I have bragged that section. Alrighty, so this is a second interim, for 24-25. Am I standing in your way? Should I move this way? Okay, sorry.
But then you can't see. Stand on the edge. Try that.
I got the PowerPoint in my hand. Sorry, Lisa. Alright. So, interim reports are done, First one was done, in December for the period from July through October. Second interim is done in March for the period that ends in January. So, here we are today. I'd like to start these off with revenue because it's slightly more uplifting, better way to look at things. Revised revenue for second interim is, this is a combination of unrestricted and restricted funds of $70.9 million, where initially budgeted at the, way back in January had, $68.3 million budgeted. The $2.6 million is largely due to recognition of ESSER 3 funds, where federal revenues don't really get to consider them recognized until they're spent. So, yay for that. If we get, sorry, am I hearing things? Okay. I'm hallucinating, sorry.
It's late, huh?
Yeah, so, sorry. Anyway, sorry, we got $100,000 of Title I money. We always spend $50,000 of it. we can only recognize that other 50,000 as, you know, revenue earned, and that other is considered unearned revenue because it has yet to be spent. So, our unrestricted is based off of the LCFF calculation, where I use the LCFF calculator that is provided by FICMAT. You know, it's standard throughout the state, so it's, you know, not me making up my own spreadsheet and being like, yeah, this seems legit. Restricted funds, you know, there's a little bit of COVID, and then, you know, additional ELLP funds. It's also, you know, our Title I, Title II, Title III, Title IV, all of those different categoricals. As of March 1st, when I was putting together everything in the LCFF calculator, looking at enrollment, a little bit of a blip. The last 5 years for me have been, you know, we're a bit of a unicorn district of our enrollment kept going up, and up, while throughout the state, everything, you know, declining enrollment around us. So based off of P2 a year ago, as of March 1st, we were down 45 students, where it's, you know, not necessarily, you know, anything to throw a red flag out, especially with the amount of construction that we see around us, with new housing and proposed new housing around us. Like, I don't think it's anything that we need to be absolutely freaked out about at the moment, but it's weird and blippy. So I've reduced ADA based off of that, and then based off of the P1 attendance totals, which weren't available when first one weren't available when first intern was done. So as of today, we're up about 20 kids, give or take. So, you know, enrollments are fluctuating. So, you know, I'm not, you know, necessarily absolutely terrified or, you know, biting my nails about that at the moment, but it is something to obviously keep an eye on if it's a trend that, you know, starts to head in a negative direction, that, you know, will have, you know, some sort of impact that we'll need to address. There's the breakout of the revenue in each of its categories of, you know, state revenue, the decline in ADA and adjustment of, you know, percentage that where you'll see the drop off of, you know, from 53.4 down to 52 million. And then the adjustment in federal revenue from 3.8 to 4.4 is, you know, recognition of more of that federal revenue. More or less, the other state revenue and other local revenues are relatively flat, where the real big decline from first intern to second intern is in the state LCFF revenue. And then on the expenditure side, you know, it's expenditures have increased across the board, which, you know, we're all aware things cost more. We've increased our FTE both on the certificated and classified front because of, you know, well, we've had, you know, blip of slightly less than, you know, enrollment. We're still, you know, way up in enrollment than we were, you know, 2-3 years ago. So, and then we've added in, you know, more and more professional development, and increased both the number of professional development types, but also the size of groups, and trying to offer as much as possible. And then also over the last couple of years, there's been a growing students with disability percentage for the district. Cheryl, quote me if I'm wrong, or, you know, correct me if I'm wrong here, but statewide average is typically 13 to 15%, give or take, for students with disability, and we're hovering at just under 20% at the moment.
The state has gone up a little bit, so
Okay.
they're right, hovering close to 15%, and we are at 19%.
Okay, so, and
one of the things with, students with disability is with SPED, there's a maintenance of effort factor that we have to, if we spend, $1 million, the next year we have to spend $1,001,001, or we face the penalty of why are you now reducing the amount, especially if our percentages continue to increase. The funding that goes along with that for those students has to increase with it. Otherwise, we're going to incur a penalty without having some serious justification of, okay, why did you not have that? So. And then with the, I have the wrong year there, obviously. That should be 24, 25, so my bad. But the revised supplemental concentration dollars in the LCAP with the updated LCFF calculator is $13,116,000. This is a reduction of about $100,000. So it's a little bit less, but it's not substantially lower, in the grand scheme of things with compared to overall the state revenue there. Salary and benefits currently make up about 76% of total expenditures, factoring out the construction components of the LCAP, because those are larger one-time expenditures. So it's an it's an unweighted scale to look at it if we're factoring the cost of the LCAP portion of the cafeteria or the locker room and things like that. Here's the breakout of expenditures. As you can see, largely across the board, higher from first interim to second interim. This is a combination of, we've increased more staff at first interim. There was more certificated openings. We were still, waiting for some of the SPED openings that were unfilled to be filled. There were still some classified openings that have not been filled. And then again, with growing SPED numbers, we've increased the number of, paras. Benefits go hand in hand with, more people, cost of benefits will rise with it. And then there's been some augmentation with books and supplies and services and other expenditures of, fluctuations as the year goes. And then with the services and other expenditures, there's a combination of needing for the positions that we, service providers that we, have on staff and that we still need, there's, offsetting costs within there. And then our other outgoing expenditure is up slightly from 4,000 to about 8,000, which is a cost to the county office for students that that live within our district but do not attend Southern Kern. So overall, our expenditures are up about $2.5 million, $3 million. And then for multi-year projection, COLA this year, we already know, is 1.07%. Our ADA percentage is, I'm estimating at this point, 3%. This is an increase from last year, and then continuing a trend of increasing, albeit slower than we would like, but it's still increasing year over year, post-COVID. And then, restricted funding, includes again, ELLP, our title program, CTIG. And then because we've started negotiations so late, there are no guesstimates of what salary increases are because we haven't set them with either one of the bargaining units. For the subsequent year assumptions, use the LCFF calculator for the unrestricted, being as conservative as, possible. I, did a minimal increase of we lost about 45 kids. I did, knowing that TK window was expanding, and did an increase of about 35 kids, and then for next year, and then remain flat the year after, just to see, if things trend as a plateau, instead of just, we're immediately falling off a cliff. Where are we with that? And then a modest increase of ADA of less than 1%, and then flat for the year after. The COLA increase for 25-26, the multi-year, is based off of school services dartboard, which is a tool sent out statewide of here's where the Department of Finance expects COLA to land. COLA is a statutory number that is not really known until about April or May of the year before, and then so right now, back at first interim, it was projected at 2.7. It's been decreased to 2.4, but as time goes on, we'll see. Step and column, I've stuck with the standard 2 to 3.3% each year. And then CPI, so the Consumer Price Index is using school services dartboard again, because again, it's something tried and true throughout the state. Same with the projected increases for employee pensions, so the cost of PERS and STIRS for classified or certificated. And then for both state and federal categoricals, I have revenue flat at the moment. On the state side, the last time state taxes had a delay, the state then overestimated what those revenues would be. And then we wound up in a situation of last June of CTA and CSBA threatening to sue the governor about Prop 98. So with the fires affecting LA and LA County being delayed on their taxes, LA County pays a substantial amount of the state's taxes, their personal income and capital gains. So I'm not guesstimating on behalf of the state that they've nailed down those assumptions correctly, because I don't think they have. And then federally, I'm not knowing what's happening at all. Just gonna leave everything flat. Typically, for moving from year to year with the title programs, it's left flat until the middle of the year, so that we at least have a jumping off point for Title I or Title II, and then adjust it partway through the year when we get the revised totals. And then along with those, I am projecting that trends with our students with disabilities will continue to increase, which will affect our unrestricted dollars, because we will have the maintenance of effort requirement, and if state and federal or one or the other remain flat, it's going to have an impact on whether or not there's a COLA to those funds or not. So anything that we don't receive in revenue specifically for SPED, we have to do a contribution from our unrestricted dollars towards those SPED resources. So that is, the next slide is the year over year reserve percentage levels, and really the next year little bit of a decline, and then everything being flat from 25-26 into 26-27, with revenue staying basically where it is, other than unrestricted off the LCFF calculator, and everything else, that's you see a significant decline from 25, 26 into 26, 27, and that's largely due to the increase in contributions towards the students with disabilities study. And then finally, our other funds that, everything up until now, is Fund 1, which is the general fund. It's, bread and butter of everything. This is projected ending fund balance. When I do, unaudited actual report, Fund 21 will have probably more than $6,000 in it. Otherwise, our bond sale went absolutely horrible. Time for that to wake up. And, there will be, modifications to cafeteria fund as we get closer to the final completion of the NPR at the high school. All right, yeah.
Good job.
Thank you, sir.
I have a question. I'm just curious. Fund 40 is that $61?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Can you add to that, or is that just where it is?
Special reserve capital.
What is that?
It is a set aside fund that, exists. We haven't obviously touched it in a very long time. Yeah, basically.
I hope it doesn't. Better not touch it.
But, it is a fund that, is looking forward to.
Okay, all right.
When it's fit to go to sleep, it's time to wake. Or when I'm like, someone have depression, nobody's talking, I'm
Okay, motion from? Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Wright, seconded by Hepburn, all in favor?
Aye.
Good job, Robert.
Approve the following list of personnel items. Ms. Hargis.
Yes, there is one correction, and it's in the top section, the classified confidential from the bottom, showing Greenwich, Hampton, West Park, and not Toronto. And then, with that correction, we just have to approve that.
Move that we accept the personnel items.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Litt, seconded by Hepburn. All in favor?
Aye.
5 ayes.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that, Adrian.
Is that Adrian?
Yep.
Who seconded it?
All good.
Seconded by Hepburn.